Hi, this is Mike, and this is a game I'm working on called a Lode Runner Story. Now, as you might imagine, it's pretty similar to the original Lode Runner in a number of ways. Obviously, the core gameplay is just like the original Lode Runner, where the goal of the game is to run around the level, dig holes in the ground, and pick up the gold. Now, in the original Lode Runner, you would play one level at a time, and you would collect every last bar of gold on one level while avoiding the bad guys, and then you would advance to the next level. One of the ways a Lode Runner story is different than the original Lode Runner and most of its sequels is that you don't actually have to collect any of the gold if you really don't want to. Granted, it's probably impossible to miss some of the gold because it just happens to be anyway. But the point is, you aren't in any way forced directly to gather the gold. For instance, if you find that one of the pieces of gold is too hard to get, you can ignore it and move on. Because the game is not an isolated set of levels, but rather an interconnected series of levels, where when you move off of one screen, you immediately proceed to the next level, like this. So it's a completely interconnected universe where each level leads, in turn, to another level, and to another level, until, of course, you reach the edge of the world, I suppose. Now, as you can see, the bad guys are all too dangerous. Right now, they're a little faster and a little harder than they'll probably be at the end. But for right now, it works great for testing purposes. Now again, if you haven't played before, the way you deal with enemies is you dig holes in the ground, and they fall out. And after a moment, they climb out. And ultimately, you can try to kill them. You don't necessarily gain a tactical advantage for killing them, because once they die... Oh, shoot! Well, okay, once they die, they come back. Once you die, you don't come back. Alright, now, he just killed me, and we'll get into that in just a minute. This is a great opportunity to demonstrate the menu system. Alright, let's pretend it didn't die and look at the world map real quick. The world map, because it's such an interconnected series of levels, I wanted to make sure to provide a way for you to track your progress and to know where you've been, where you are, where you haven't been, where gold remains in case you skipped it, where you've already gotten all the gold, etc. So you'll be able to take a look and use this world map, which isn't necessarily in its final state, but certainly functional and worth a look. And you'll be able to zoom in, zoom out, and ultimately able to display all of the information, hopefully, that you need to get a handle on, where you want to go next. If you want to try to get all the gold in the game, you check out the map, and you'll be able to look at all these gold rooms and say, look, there's gold left on them. I'm going to go get it. So that's the world map. Now what we're going to do is an unexpected, unplanned demonstration of the load game functionality, because I just blew myself up, and thus I'm going to have to load a previous game. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to load this one. Alright. So this will take us back to an arbitrary location on the level. And, alright. Now what I'm going to show you next, here, I'm going to hit the music. Now, right now the sound effects and the music are all at best rough drafts, just simple ideas, just so that as I develop it and I play through it, I can experiment with them and try to get an idea of what fits better and what doesn't fit as well, and make adjustments as I go along. So, now that we've got all that going, I'm going to run up here to get away from this guy. Alright. I'm going to show you one more feature here today of something that I think is another interesting difference between this game and the original, and that's the inventory system here. So we're going to go in here, and as you play through the game, you'll collect items. There will be a few different ways you can collect items. I'll get into that in the future. But right now, For instance, I have collected 5 items through my travails, and each item will function as a slight modifier to your gameplay experience. So this was one of the experimental items that I don't even have a real name for, that'll make you move a little faster. So you'll have items that increase your movement speed, maybe they slow down the enemies a little bit, maybe they do this and that. Just a number of attributes that these items will modify slightly, but usefully. So let's look at an item. Here's an item called the Ring of Extreme Prejudice. The Ring of Extreme Prejudice will cause enemies to explode like bombs when they die. And as you can see, I actually had it equipped already, which is why I had to make that detour into the load game menu. Alright, so you go in here and you're going to equip your Ring of Extreme Prejudice. And you need to be careful with it, like I was not. So now that we've got the ring equipped, we're going to go back. And actually, you know what we're going to do? Just for fun, we're going to go here and we're going to put on another item, which is going to let us increase the amount of gold we earn for each one we pick up, but at the cost of increasing the movement of the enemies. So for the advanced player, or the financially desperate player who really wants some more gold, which you will be able to spend in shops, this is not some abstract glory statistic. Anyway, so, the kind of player who needs more, wants more, craves more, they'll get more. But they have to be willing to handle the increase in the enemy's speed. Now, some levels this might be more useful in. A level with 1 bad guy, not much of a problem. A level with 5 bad guys, you probably think twice about wearing this in there. But just for the sake of demonstration, let's put that on. And as we resume the game here, you'll notice right away he's moving a little faster. And actually, honestly, I haven't put it on the ladders yet. But see, he moves fast. And so you gotta be careful. But you can still deal with him. This level only has 1 bad guy. So this would be a good level to throw this item on, get a little bit of extra gold. And then as you advance to another level, you got 2 bad guys here, you might just run in here and, take it off. Whichever one it was. Yeah, this was the one. Alright, so you can see how that's going to work to some extent. I'm really excited about this item system. I think it'll, I've been working on just this menu system for too long, and I'm tired of programming it. I'm hoping it's almost done. It's pretty close. And I'll be able to transition into more creative tasks, like creating the new items, adding new quests, etc. The quests is something I hope to get into in the next video. The quest system, dialogue system, things like that. They're not quite ready to demonstrate right now. So I think look forward to that in the next level. Maybe some more gameplay footage. Show you the bombs or something. And until then, I hope you enjoyed your scene. If you have any questions or comments, feedback, you can leave a reply, post back. And thanks for watching.